Hey there, Bulldog Country. This week we're talking with senior captain Kalynn Tilton on the UMD softball team.
For UMD, take another look at it. Sarah Kelly put it home, a freshman.
205. He's a big young boy. Here's a chance in front. They score! Cord flipped it in there. Iafallo went to the net. They combined to give Minnesota.
Hey everyone, I'm Kalynn Tilton. Everyone calls me KK. I'm on the UMD softball team, number 11, senior first baseman utility. Hometown is in Forest Lake, Minnesota.
So the past few months have been full of preseason prep for the Bulldogs. How would you describe typical practices and conditioning for the softball team so far?
I mean, our lifts are kind of a little lighter than they were in the fall, but we're still lifting a lot, a decent amount. And then practices, we're still getting full defense, full hitting in, and coaches now switch it to our side and ask us kind of more of what we want to work on, so we kind of have more of a say of what our practice schedule might look like.
The team saw kind of a slower start to the season with the tournament a few weeks ago. What are you guys kind of changing and focusing on going into this week's games to kind of amp up the speed of the season so far?
We're just tweaking a couple of things, perfecting a couple of things from the tournament. But we're kind of still focusing on the basics of see ball, hit ball, field the ball, play the ball first, just still focusing on just those things that we need to actually make the game go.
And as a senior with still a lot of softball to play this season, what are some of your goals and expectations for UMD in the upcoming months?
We're always held to high expectations no matter who's on the team or what, just because UMD is always notarized as like a high athletic student-athlete school. So we still have to hold ourselves high no matter what happens.
And kind of going off of that, as a senior, you've obviously had quite a few years to try to figure out the balance between being a student-athlete. What are some of the tips and things that you have figured out over the years on how to keep that balance going?
I mean, school technically comes first, but it's always talking with professors ahead of time, working ahead, using your bus time as much as you can and to the best of your abilities, and trying to find time to focus at the hotels on, especially in the spring, like with our schedules always changing. Like this weekend we were supposed to go down to Kansas, and now we're only going to the Twin Cities. We have a little more time, but games are at different times than what we'd like, but it's always a constant change, so we always have to be on our toes and be ready.
And it seems as though you've played all over the field, spending some time in right field, third base, but most of your playing time is seen at first base. After having played so many positions, which one is your favorite and why?
Probably first base. For me, that's kind of the bigger challenge, because coming in to UMD, I've never played first base besides 4 total games. So I've always been middle infielder or third base. So it's been a challenge, but it's been a challenge that I've loved because I got to learn a new position.
Was that something that you had always wanted to try first base, or the coaches needed you, or someone was injured? Like, how did that kind of happen?
It happened sophomore year. We just didn't have like a physical first baseman, and I came in as a walk-on freshman year as a utility, and so they just needed me there, and so I just moved there and just worked every day at it.
And as one of the 2 seniors on the team, how have you seen the softball team grow and change over the past few years, and how would you describe this season's team dynamic?
We've always had a pretty good dynamic as a team, no matter, like I said, like who's on the team. We have a great set of coaches. We have great captains. We have great leaders outside of our captains. And so just having everyone combined as a whole, like we use the word family a lot. So having everyone as a family, it helps a ton.
The team currently has 4 captains, like you mentioned, including you. What is the leadership role that you guys take on as a group and individually that kind of helps lead the team?
As a group, we're always trying to better the team, no matter if it's putting someone else in our position to work the team and have us base run, or pulling people aside to talk to them. But all 4 of us, we all have different leadership styles, so we all approach things differently. But as a whole, we're trying to better the group no matter what.